Are they not young? So the question I'm going to ask you goes to this way. How do you assess or how do you evaluate the mediating role of Islamic financial institution in addressing poverty, religiosity, lack of awareness? So the question goes this way. How do you evaluate or assess the mediating role of financial institutions in addressing poverty, lack of awareness, religiosity, income households, and reliable modeling and government policy?
Okay. Yeah. So to access this, first of all, I would like to explain to you this Islamic financial institution. Now, these Islamic financial institutions are financial institutions that operate based on the Quranic principles. They are financial institutions that got their guidelines and their systems of operation not according to the conventional ways of banking. So if I should tell you the roles that they played here in poverty reduction and reliable modeling, I can tell you straightforward when it comes to the poverty reduction. Actually, if I should access the roles they play, you see, this system of financial institutions are interest-free systems. They don't have any dealings with interest. So to alleviate poverty, they promote social justice and equitable distribution of wealth. And at the same time, they provide free loans to the financially excluded segment of the society, taking Northeast as a point of contact. So you can see vividly that their role here is very vital when it comes to like reducing poverty because of the loans they give to the people in distress. And these loans come absolutely with no interest. And then with reliable modeling, for that fact, I can tell you they have this profit and loss sharing system, whereby they are both the entrepreneur and then the financer are both like stakeholders, whereby if loss should come in the business, they share it equally, and when profit is coming, they both at the same time share it equally. And you see, you also made mention of government policy. Yeah, the government policy, they can influence the government, they can advocate the government to like, introduce this kind of financial system, that the government should implement economic policies that foster economic and social welfare, whereby financial inclusion is very, very enhanced and people are getting into banking system well.
Okay, so I'm convinced with that, but the question I want you to enlighten is, how does the financial institution create awareness to those segments of the population who are excluded out of the banking system?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. You see, what even led to from my own perspective, what is the major factor that is leading to this financial exclusion is the dealings with these conventional banks, which purely operates based on interest rates. You see, and from the Muslim perspective under Islam, interest is a very bad thing. Actually, riba is highly prohibited. It's equivalent to a man marrying his own mother and having sexual intercourse. And so you see, it is a very bad thing which Muslims actually are highly scared and discouraged to participate in such financial institutions. So as a result of this, these financial institutions that are based on Islamic and Sharia compliance, they come to like organize seminars, workshop and literacy programs that enlightens the people like, okay, there's this kind of financial institutions that don't negotiate with interest, and you are free to come and invest in us, to bank with us, and we would protect your religious belief and at the same time provide financial services.
Thank you. Another question is, how do you think the financial institution, seeing that the target of financial institution is what? It's not only Muslim. How do you think the financial institution will intervene or will influence the non-Muslim who come to the system and invest or to make their contribution?
Yeah. You see, everybody is rational. everybody, Muslim and non-Muslim, everybody is rational. So if I should hear about the financial institution that don't collect interest when I loan from them, there's actually no way that I can switch to a conventional system that will charge me interest on their capital. So I'll automatically use my rationality and go for that financial institution that is based on Sharia and interest free. So as a result, both Muslim and non-Muslims, if they can find access to this Islamic financial institution, will not hesitate to bank with them, to collaborate with them.
Okay, thank you, my brother. This is some part of the question that I'm going to ask you. Thank you very much. Okay, the question goes this way. What is the relationship, or what is the link between what? Islamic financial institution, okay, poverty and financial exclusion? What are the link, or what are the relationship between these two things, poverty and financial exclusion?
Okay, if I understand your question, you are talking about the relationship between financial institution, poverty, and financial exclusion. When we talk about Islamic financial institution, we are talking about the principles, the guidelines taken by the financial system in order to adhere to the Sharia principle. The relationship here between the Islamic financial institution and poverty is that the main aim of Islamic financial institution is to provide this service that adhere to financial principles. In the sense that their main aim is to reduce poverty in a society and bring those that are financially excluded to financial inclusion. That is their main aim in the society. And this thing can be done through financial institutions, like maybe investment in an ethical, or maybe a wealth distribution, and then financial alleviation or poverty alleviation.
Okay, thank you. The question, or my question here out of what you have said is, how do you think the financial institution reduce poverty in a society?
Financial institution can reduce poverty in a society by maybe providing microfinance loan to the individual in the locality, by marginalizing the individuals in locality to have an access to those financial institutions that based on Islamic principles. Secondly, they can even provide free loan to them, like that are not interest based. They are free from interest. Then they can start their business to reduce poverty in the locality also.
Okay, thank you. Another question is, how do you think the Islamic financial institution will incorporate those that are not in the banking system, or some people that are living in a remote area, to come and participate, their share toward what? Building Islamic banking or other financial related activities?
One of the factors is they need to create awareness in order to bring those people in the locality to financial institution, because then they are financially excluded from financial institution. The main aim of Islamic financial institution is to bring those people closer to them to participate in financial services.
Okay, thank you, my brother. You have said